Okay, Jose Monkey, find me.
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. I gotta be honest, guys, when I first looked at this one, I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough information here for me to find it. But after some initial searches that didn't really go anywhere, I changed my approach, and after that, I found it pretty quickly. So what can we see? After this person asks to be found, they show us this view of what looks like a river. As they turn the camera, we see what appears to be a steel or iron truss bridge, and it has 4 main spans. Next we see this cylindrical structure here, but I wasn't sure if it was like a standpipe or like a concrete silo or what it was. We get just a glimpse of a road here, but then the person turns the camera all the way back the other direction. When they do, we can see that they're standing on a fenced-in concrete walkway or pier. And we've got this pavilion at the entrance to the walkway. Down the street we can see some buildings, and there's some writing and other markings on the buildings, but it's kind of hard to make out. I'll come back to that in a minute. Then they turn the camera all the way back the other way again, and this time they go far enough to show us these buildings on the other side of the street. We've got some easy to read signs over here, but they didn't look like they were going to be particularly helpful. This one just says beer, pizza, wings. This other one says cooler, and I couldn't read this sign. And that was about it. Okay, so this brick building appears to have some writing on it. It looked to me like it might say like Weimar or Weimever. I wasn't really sure. I also saw this yellow sign here, and while the writing on it is not really legible, I was noticing this dark shape that we see. That looked to me like it was in the shape of the state of Missouri. So I wondered if that's maybe where this was. I tried Googling for whatever that W name was, just taking my best guesses and adding Missouri to it to see what I'd get. But guys, I didn't get anything useful that way. And searching for cooler in Missouri did not really help either. So I figured none of these buildings were really going to help me very much. So I turned to the only other real clue in the video, the bridge. Now, like I said, this appears to be a truss bridge, and it looked to me like it was probably pretty old. And guys, there's actually a website that catalogs historic bridges, so I just brought up the page for Missouri to see what I could find. Now, I didn't have anything else to narrow it down to an area of Missouri, so I just started going through the counties one by one. I figured there couldn't be too many, and it wasn't long before I got to Howard County and saw this bridge, which looked like it might be a match. When I pulled it up on Google Maps, I could see that there were some buildings that could be the ones I was looking for, and there were a series of what looked like grain silos nearby. When I zoomed in, I saw what looked like a pavilion and walkway, much like what we see in the video. So I dropped down to the street view to check it out. And guys, that was it. You were here, next to the Missouri River, in Glasgow, Missouri. So apparently that brick building said W.A. Meyer Groceries, I think? I couldn't find any more information about it, though. Anyway, I could also see that pavilion from the video, and there's a sign here that mentions something about the world's first large all-steel bridge. I was curious about that, so I started looking into it, and I actually found a video that someone posted a couple years ago when they visited this exact same place. It actually shows this same spot pretty well. Anyway, from that video, I got a better look at this sign. Pause if you'd like to read that, but basically what it says is that the original bridge had to be replaced. That's the one that was the first of its kind. This is actually the replacement bridge. Anyway, you were standing right over here at the end of this walkway. In case anyone is wondering, that sign that I saw that had Missouri on it was for the Regional Missouri Bank. That store was called the Riverside Cooler, and this place is Muddy M.O. Pizzeria. That's actually the back of the building. The front of it looks like this. It's much nicer. What do you think, Chad? You want to order a pizza from Muddy M.O. Pizzeria?
Bro, Missouri's way outside of the pizza belt.
Good point. Maybe their wings are good. Okay, it's time to check which previous location is closest to this one. And this time it was in Season 2, Episode 13, in Osage Beach, Missouri. That's about 76 miles or 123 kilometers away from this spot. That's all for now, guys. If anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, Jose Monkey," or something like that on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.